Meghan reveals most trolled person in the entire world. It's unsurvivable. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle offer another glimpse inside their $14 million Santa Barbara mansion. Complete with faux fur throws, luxury stone fireplace and palm trees in the garden. As they speak to US teenagers for World Mental Health Day podcast. If people are saying things about you that aren't true, what that does to your mental and emotional health is so damaging, Meghan said. Meghan Markle is opening up about the online abuse she endured when she married into the royal family. The Duchess of Sussex recently appeared alongside Prince Harry on the Teenager Therapy podcast. Hosted by 5 seniors at an Anaheim, California, high school and discussed the toll that social media can take on mental health. Yes, it's a great way to connect, but it also ends up being a place where there's a lot of disconnection, Meghan said. I can speak personally too. I'm told that in 2019 I was the most trolled person in the entire world, male or female. During that year, Meghan was pregnant with son Archie and she recalled, now, 8 months of that I wasn't even visible. I was on maternity leave or with a baby. But what was able to be manufactured and churned out, it's almost unsurvivable. I don't care if you're 15 or you're 25, if people are saying things about you that aren't true. What that does to your mental and emotional health is so damaging, Meghan said. Meghan and Harry appeared on the podcast for World Mental Health Day on Saturday, the 10th of October. She said part of what the pair hope to accomplish through their advocacy is to emphasize that we all know what it feels like to have our feelings hurt. The conversation was recorded earlier this week with 3 of the 5 hosts Gail, Kayla and Thomas at a pandemic-compliant shooting location, including masks, in Montecito, California, where the couple recently moved with 1-year-old Archie. Meghan and Harry led the crew in deep breaths a few times during the conversation to help calm the young hosts' nerves. Vulnerability is not a weakness, showing vulnerability in today's world especially is a strength, Harry, the Duke of Sussex, said. The more we talk about it the more it becomes normal, and it is normal. During the discussion, Meghan also mentioned her headline-making comment. That she was not okay when she was asked by ITV journalist Tom Brabber how she was doing just after welcoming Archie. I was tired, she said of the interview, which took place during the couple's tour of South Africa. I was just about to give Archie a bath. I was exhausted. She was still breastfeeding at the time, Harry added, as Meghan explained. Although most people weren't aware of it, between every official engagement I was running back to make sure our son was fed. The Duchess of Sussex talked about her experience with online abuse. During an appearance with Prince Harry on the Teenager Therapy podcast to mark World Mental Health Day, Meghan has spoken about the almost unsurvivable abuse she has received online as the most trolled person in the world. She added, part of the work that we do is from our own personal experience, being able to talk to people and understand that. Even though our experience is unique to us, and obviously can seem very different to what people experience on the day-to-day, it's still a human experience and that universal. We all know what it feels like to have our feelings hurt. We all know what it feels like to be isolated or othered. When asked about their recent activism, Harry said, I think the way everything's happening in the world right now, the moment that people start to think about mental health, immediately people think about a small group of people as opposed to every single one of us. I think if you could safely say that 90% of people on planet Earth have suffered some form of trauma, some form of loss, some form of grief, and that's different, it varies to every single person, then certainly for this year, through pandemic. I think it's probably safe to say that 99.9%, if not 100% of people, have experienced some form of one of those, all those, at the same time. Rather than mental health being focused on the people that are struggling, it needs to go much wider than that. And to the acceptance and the appreciation that every single one of us have mental health. And every single one of us have got stuff going on that we either need to talk about or that we need help with. Or that we have some form of compassion and empathy for other people that are going through something similar. I think putting your self-care as a priority is hugely important. Because vulnerability is not a weakness, showing vulnerability in today's world especially, is a strength. We could certainly see that more from some of those global leaders. Because we got ourselves into this very deep hole which we need to come out of. Harry praised the teenage hosts and the younger generation for their openness surrounding mental health and personal difficulties, later telling the podcast that he meditates. He continued, "The more we talk about it, the more it becomes normal, and it is normal. And it's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength." He added, "Our situation is somewhat unique, but then every single person's situation is unique, it's a different version of the same thing. For Meghan, she said on a global scale, that's what happened in 2019, but if you're a young girl or young boy at school, that's your world, so if you're being attacked, or being bullied or whatever is online, it feels the same. I think it's very easy to be sucked in and consumed by negativity, but we all have the choice to be able to cut that out of our lives." He added, "What I've seen so much over the years is people hiding behind usernames on the online space. There are things that are said digitally that nobody would say in person, of course. But I think there's a lot of projection that happens as well. I think many people are hurting, a lot, and are freaking out because of the way the world is and because of, sometimes, the echo chamber that has been created for them by the online platform that they've chosen to be on. But also it comes down to control as well. You can control what you see, you can control what you do. So whether it's notifications or whether it's vibration ringtones, whatever it is, these things control you, rather than taking control. Meghan and Harry are right. No one is allowed to invade your privacy, and someone is not right about you. That will affect your morale, your health. So, we should stand against it. It's sad that Meghan says she has become the most cheated. She has experienced a lot of public opinion, abusing false information about herself a lot, that really harmed the honor and spirit of the Duchess. So let's stand up against this, support Meghan and Harry, we love you. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.